Hey, what's going on, guys? The Strugnator here, and today what you guys are watching is another Advanced Warfare gameplay. This time what I have for you guys is actually really insane. It's an AMR9 DNA bomb on the map Terrace. So, if you guys are wondering, the AMR9 is actually the last SMG you unlock. It is a 5-round burst SMG, and it is extremely terrible. I mean, this gun, it's very bad. I mean, and that's not just me. You can ask other people, you know, that's what other people think too. The problem is that the burst fires extremely slowly, and the time between bursts is really long compared to, you know, other burst weapons. So, and it's on top of that, it's an SMG, so your range is extremely small. Usually the whole point of burst weapons is like you can stay farther away, and kind of the burst lets you keep your accuracy on point without, you know, so you can pick people off. But this is an SMG. It has absolutely zero range. You guys will see some parts in this gameplay where I try to kill people and I put 2 or 3 bursts in them and they just don't die. But I did end up getting a DNA bomb with it, so pretty awesome if you ask me. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoy the video. For my channel, this is actually the first episode of a DNA bomb with every gun. For Carnage, as you guys are probably watching it there as well, this is another episode of DNA bomb with every gun. So, like I said, AMR9 5-round burst, pretty sucky gun. I do recommend trying it though. It's a little bit fun to use. I mean, it's good. The BAL and the AK-12 over and over get boring. So definitely, you know, go ahead and try it out. Let me know what you guys think of it. I think I'm using red dot, suppressor, and grip in this gameplay. I wouldn't really suggest those attachments in any way. It's just because I didn't have it, you know, completely all the attachments unlocked or anything. I actually got pretty lucky and got this maybe the 5th or 6th or, you know, something like that attempt. You know, I didn't spend hours and hours and hours getting this, but nonetheless, it is a pretty bad gun. Anyway, what I want to talk to you guys about today is sort of overall the guns in Advanced Warfare. I mean, you know, since DNA bomb with every gun video, figured I might as well talk about it. So, the problem with Advanced Warfare, or let me start with one of the good things. One of the good things in Advanced Warfare is I feel like there's no gun that's really, well, okay, that's not true, but a lot of the guns are actually, you know, not similar, but balanced. So, you know, a lot of the assault rifles, like, I haven't used, you know, the ARX or the MK14, stuff like that, but the other ones, AK-12, BAL, HBR, IMR, those are all, you know, viable weapons, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So, you're not going to be super outplayed if you're using the IMR and someone else is using the AK-12 or BAL. Granted, you will, you know, be at a little bit of a disadvantage, but it's not impossible, which is really good. However, one thing that is really bad about Advanced Warfare, that they didn't do as well as I think they could have, is the balance between the gun classes. And by that I mean, you know, assault rifles versus SMGs versus snipers. So the assault rifles are clearly like the, you know, best class of gun in Advanced Warfare. And that's not necessarily a good thing. Typically, assault rifles are usually the best, but not really by this much of a margin. I mean, I think the assault rifles are the best by far. You know, it's honestly ridiculous. I mean, most of the SMGs are really bad at what they're supposed to be good at, which is, you know, close range, high fire rate, kind of low damage, but you should be able to overpower an assault rifle at close range. However, you can't, because the damage on the SMGs is absolutely terrible. The range is so much so that even at close range, you'll find yourself getting more hit markers with them than, you know, an assault rifle, which is ridiculous. I mean, it's really bad. I think they need to fix that about Advanced Warfare, is buff the SMGs or nerf the assault rifles. I'd say buff the SMGs because the assault rifles are, you know, I think they're good as they are. They're just way better than everything else. I mean, the snipers, like, the only snipers you can use are the Morse and the Atlas, you know. NA-45, Lynx, like, those things suck so bad. If you guys have ever tried using them, they're awful. They are absolutely awful. That's usually how it is, you know, there's usually, like, the kind of Dragunov RSAS type thing, but these guns are, like, there's a difference between being bad and being unusable. The NA-45 is unusable, guys. It is absolute shit. The Lynx is right there behind it. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, the shotguns, you know, the TAC-19 is alright, but it gets hit markers. Even, you know, you can be right in their face and you'll get a hit marker. The Bulldog, I haven't actually used it, but apparently it's alright. The S-12 sucks also, you know. Heavy weapons, like the whole laser weapon, LMG thing, no one uses them. I mean, you guys have seen a couple DNAs with the laser gun on Carnage, and those are really hard to get, because if you're more than, you know, 10 feet away from someone, you're not going to get that kill. It's just, you get hit markers after hit markers after hit markers. It's ridiculous. I mean, and, you know, I haven't touched any of the LMGs. The only thing I've played around with is the EM1, just because it was kind of a cool little, you know, new thing. special weapons, you know, those are all fine, I guess, the heavy shield and the MDL. The problem is the MDL is not like, the MDL is basically the grenade launcher. It looks like the grenade launcher from Black Ops 2, the War Machine, but it sucks. It is complete, like, guys, when I say these guns suck, I don't mean they're bad. Like I was saying before, I mean they're completely, utterly unusable. And it's a bad thing, you know, each gun should have its own kind of place. You know, LMG should be good for staying in one spot and holding down a position, like mowing down a bunch of people. Shotguns should be good for, you know, close range, like right in your face. SMG should be good for close range. But the problem is the assault rifles outclass all the other different weapons in every situation, in my opinion. I mean, if you guys disagree or, you know, you think that's not the case, let me know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Make sure to leave a comment on what your favorite and least favorite gun in this game are and why. But I find that to be extremely true. So anyway, let me know. The video is just about to wrap up. Let me know what you guys thought of what I was talking about, and if you guys have any suggestions that you think the developers could do for game balance, that kind of thing. Anyway, AMR9 DNA. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. My name is Destructinator, and I'm out. Peace.